is going on, guys? JD from New York here, and this is Off the Script, giving you guys the latest in WWE news and rumors. SummerSlam ain't happening, bro. It's happening, but it's not happening the way you want it to happen. SummerSlam is not taking place in Boston, Massachusetts, as reported by PW Insider and Mike Johnson. SummerSlam will take place on August 23rd, but inside the WWE Performance Center. Every single pay-per-view since the Elimination Chamber has been held inside that WWE Performance Center, which, in my honest opinion, has been the MVP of WWE in 2020. This comes from PW Insider Elite and Mike Johnson, and I quote, "While an official announcement has not been made yet by World Wrestling Entertainment, they will hold their 2020 SummerSlam pay-per-view from the Performance Center on Sunday, 8/23. WWE was slated to hold 4 events: Friday Night SmackDown, NXT TakeOver Boston, SummerSlam 2020, and Monday Night Raw, which I'm sure would be garbage, from 8/21 through Monday, 8/24, and that was to take place inside Boston's TD Garden as originally planned, but obviously COVID-19, that will prevent those plans from taking place. Boston Mayor Marty Walsh announced in May that the city would not allow any large gatherings in Boston through the end of the summer. SummerSlam, as you guys know, is considered WWE's second biggest pay-per-view of the entire year, and this would mark the first time that it is not being held inside a building or a stadium. So that is pretty damn impressive that that statistic is now being broken here in 2020. And as you guys know, I love SummerSlam. SummerSlam has not been the same. All of these years, the latest years that we've seen WWE's version of SummerSlam, it has not reminded me of the biggest party of the summer. In fact, it's the lamest party of the summer, and WWE is an absolute fucking buzzkill. But I'll tell you this, I gave them a possible solution. I'm not sure if this is even possible. I'm not sure if this is a thought in Vince McMahon's mind. They could easily rent out a beach and make it seem very different than what we've seen at WrestleMania. Now, I don't think that's going to happen with the cases rising in Florida with the coronavirus. Again, I don't know. So we'll have to wait and see what WWE plans to do for SummerSlam. As you guys know, I reported on the podcast that WWE wanted to have live fans in attendance, and Vince McMahon wanted to be the first wrestling promotion to actually go back to normal, which you all know is not happening. And to get there, he actually put the roster at risk. Temperature checks, no COVID testing, no masks. Kevin Dunn actually belittling the NXT roster. If you wear masks, you're not a fan. They allowed friends and family in. They got sick. Nobody knows where they came from or who they were around. It was a complete mess that led to an outbreak of COVID-19 inside the Performance Center. Reportedly, over 24 WWE employees such as Renee Young and Adam Pearce and others, Kayla Braxton was another one, tested positive for COVID-19. WWE did all of this and were lazy with all of this. They were very lax with their coronavirus testing and their procedures because of Vince McMahon's desire to have live shows in front of fans. There were even reports that WWE had already planned live TV for Raw and SmackDown in Lakeland, Florida. Now, clearly that's not happening, and I don't think that's ever going to happen this year. I honestly think the entire United States is going to be locked down by the end of the summer. Going into the fall and winter months, WWE could kiss their plans goodbye. So I'll keep you guys updated on what is going on with SummerSlam and what WWE plans to do for the lamest party of the summer. As far as their schedule goes, they actually released their schedule, which highlights all of the dates in July and August, and those schedules that they released included SummerSlam and an NXT TakeOver in Boston. So, again, I'll keep you guys updated on all of that. Now, depending on who you talk to, if you watch Monday Night Raw, which I'm assuming if the ratings are any indication, nobody is watching Monday Night Raw, but depending on who you talk to, Bobby Lashley may be one of the best things to come out of that 3-hour shit show called Monday Night Raw. Now, I am not a fan of Bobby Lashley, but I've appreciated what MVP has done with Bobby Lashley, and I appreciate how MVP has made Bobby Lashley probably look the best he's ever looked in the WWE. He had a great match with Drew McIntyre at Backlash, and last week he had a great match with Ricochet, even though it went 4 minutes, and Ricochet is buried in his own right. But Bobby Lashley looked like an absolute savage coming out of that match with Ricochet. If that was the Bobby Lashley that we got for the 3.5 years he's been back with the WWE, I would not have complained at all. But now I just think it's a too little, too late situation. MVP in his own right has been one of the best things to come out of Monday Night Raw when he's not in the ring wrestling. But him as a manager / advocate, he has done a phenomenal job with Bobby Lashley. Now, MVP and Bobby Lashley are seemingly going above and beyond to get this new act and this new attitude over with Bobby Lashley, including a altercation that happened in Las Vegas. Taking to his Instagram page, MVP posted a video of Lashley getting into a physical altercation with a man who shoulder barged them in a restaurant. Now, I got the footage here. Let's go to the tape. You guys decide for yourself.
Like I was saying, yo, man, what's the problem? I don't have a problem. You have a problem? No, man, no problem. Sorry, bro. Enjoy your week. You too, guys. Have a good night.
So what did you guys think? Was that a legit altercation or was it staged? Now apparently, according to Reddit, it was a staged altercation. A user on Reddit named Era of Rain 52 said that his friend works at that particular ale house. Give me a cold beverage, bro, I could use one. Where Lashley and MVP filmed this segment. This isn't anything for WWE, but Lashley and MVP did it on their own. It was explained that Lashley and MVP are regulars at this ale house, and another customer actually came up with this idea. They both were very happy to oblige after the manager ran down the pitch with them. And I quote, "So, my friend works at this particular ale house. This actually isn't something for WWE. Lashley and MVP are regulars at that location, and one of the guests asked if something like this could happen, kinda like as a fan fantasy thing. The manager ran this by both MVP and Lashley, and this was the result of it." Now, this obviously got a lot of online attention. It wasn't a bad idea at all for MVP and Bobby Lashley to do this. Anything to enhance what he's currently doing on TV. You gotta admit, man, he's looking pretty damn good. And I believe they have something here if they continue on the path with Bobby Lashley and MVP. Who knows? There were rumors about MVP starting up his own MVP-like stable. We don't know if that's legit or not, but we'll see in the weeks to come on Monday Night Raw. Watch these fucking people make me take back all of these Bobby Trashley comments, man. That would be 3 years of wasted material on Off the Script. Man, I'll say it once, and I'll say it again over and over and over again. The WWE is a huge fucking circus. It is a bunch of clowns gathered together with literally no brain whatsoever. Listen to this story. They want Walter. Yes, that Walter on the main roster. NXT UK champion Walter on the main roster. Walter has already stated he wants nothing to do with the main roster. He wants nothing to do with wrestling in the United States or the United States in general. I'm surprised Vince McMahon and my buddy Bruce even know who Walter is. Walter flat out said, "Fuck no," to the main roster, which now makes me a bigger fan of Walter than I was before. Now, we all know he is the NXT UK champion. NXT UK is overseen by both Shawn Michaels and Triple H. Triple H already spoke to his roster over there in the United Kingdom. One final warning, you either shape up or ship the fuck out in regards to the speaking out movement. He also said that tapings will resume for NXT UK very soon. When that is, nobody knows. Triple H don't even know. But the pandemic has halted production, which means Walter has not been used on WWE TV. And that is the extent of what they are going to get out of Walter. Now, it's no surprise as to why they want him. He's fucking fantastic. Literally, he would be an absolute star on the main roster. But all they're going to get out of him is NXT UK, according to the Wrestling Observer Live and Dave Meltzer. It's no secret that one of Walter's demands when he signed with the WWE was that he continues to live in Europe. As he's been demonstrated in the past, the Austrian is willing to make an odd appearance here or there, whether there's a storyline involved or a takeover here or a takeover there, but he doesn't want anything on a permanent basis. That's likely part of the reason why he was the first to be eliminated on Team NXT in the Survivor Series of 2019. That's also the reason why he probably doesn't want anything to do with the main roster. Again, I'm surprised that Kevin Dunn, Bruce, and Vince McMahon know how to even spell Walter's name. Why would he want anything to do with the main roster? They can't even book the actual talent that they have on their fucking show now. Look at the way Braun Strowman's been booked. He looks fucking terrible. You mean to tell me that Walter's gonna go over there and be fed to a guy like Braun Strowman? Just look at the Survivor Series, is all you need to know from 2019. The guy was eliminated in 2 minutes in that match. Drew McIntyre eliminated Walter in 2 minutes. Before that match, he was undefeated and not pinned on WWE television. That's all I would need to know if I'm Walter about how they would use me on the main roster. Why isn't he going to the main roster? All you gotta do is jump on the WWE Network and look at his 2 minutes in the 2019 Survivor Series. Have you guys ever blocked anybody on social media, whether it's Twitter or Instagram? Listen, man, I would know. It's such a great feeling, whether it's a troll or somebody just bothering you about a pro wrestling opinion, or it's an Alexa Bliss stan, these super fans with no life, right? And all they do is dedicate their own life to Alexa Bliss. It's great. You go to the block button, and it's like you're deleting them from existence. But not really, because I'm sure they have 3 or 4 different backup accounts, and they're still going to be watching everything you say anyway. Again, I would know. Maria Kanellis, over the 4th of July holiday, had blocked over 2,000 people on Twitter. Now, the former WWE superstar recently stated on Twitter that she was washing her hands and washing her timeline from all the negativity. She stated that she's going to start blocking trolls, and she wasn't kidding at all. A couple of hours later, Maria Kanellis revealed that she just blocked or lost over 2,000 followers on Twitter. Now, this was quite refreshing, I'm sure, for the mother of 2 and who she calls herself the non-essential wrestler. She says, and I quote, "I've lost or blocked about 2,000 fans, followers in the last couple of weeks, and guess what? I feel nothing. Ha 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 ha." So just like when I watch Your Husband and You on Monday Night Raw, I felt nothing as well. I'm here for the positivity and for the good people that are on here to be entertained, accepted, and motivated. She's on Twitter to find positivity, folks. I honestly think she is as dumb as we all think she is, if she thinks she's gonna find positivity on Twitter. Hashtag don't be a dick. Hashtag non-essential. That's exactly what she is. Hashtag nope. And hashtag sunshine. Hopefully Maria Kanellis and her mentions will be much more positive from this point on. I highly doubt it, Miss Kanellis. I'm sure everybody that she blocked called her out on her bullshit when she hypocritically signed a new 5-year deal with the WWE. Imagine being Rey Mysterio Jr., a legend, a Hall of Fame performer. Your boss is Vince McMahon. Your son works for the WWE. He's training out of the Performance Center. Probably has a very promising career ahead of himself under the WWE banner. Imagine being Rey Mysterio and all of the years of service you've given to WWE. You walk into Vince McMahon's office, ask for a raise, and Vince tells you no. That's exactly what happened to Rey Mysterio. And now Rey Mysterio is operating in the WWE without a WWE contract, which makes him a free agent. but he's in the middle of a storyline with Seth Rollins. It's the biggest storyline coming out of Monday Night Raw that will probably lead to a match at the horror show, or better yet, Summerslam. What is the status on Rey Mysterio now that it's being reported he is working out of the WWE without an actual contract? In the latest update on Rey Mysterio's status in the WWE, this is what Dave Meltzer is stating, who noted on the latest episode of Wrestling Observer Live that Mysterio's contract expired months ago. However, WWE officials decided to continue the storyline between Rollins and Mysterio despite the future WWE Hall of Famer not signing a new deal. This is what Meltzer states, and I quote, "They've been using him on television for months. This didn't just happen this week. Now it's out. Yeah, but I think his contract expired months ago." That's all Cody Rhodes needs to hear. That's all Tony Khan needs to hear. I was at the Double or Nothing press conference when I was actually able to attend live wrestling shows. Cody Rhodes said there at a press conference in Las Vegas that Rey Mysterio is on his priority list from the WWE as talent he wants in AEW. Don't let Cody Rhodes hear that. I'm sure he's already on the phone with Rey Mysterio, and there's nothing WWE could do about it unless Rey Mysterio wants to burn that bridge. They worked under the basically, okay, I'll work out of this program for you, this eye program that he's got going on with Seth Rollins. You know, the original eye program when they took his eye out originally. I remember saying that if they don't reach a deal, that'll be him being written off. And that has not been the case. But since they brought him back, that's when the whole thing started. My eye for an eye, or eye for an eye, or whatever the fuck they're going on with this storyline. I guess it was completely forgotten about, and I guess that they thought he would sign, and then he didn't sign. Per the report, says Meltzer, Mysterio wanted a raise as part of his new deal, but WWE Chairman and CEO Vince McMahon declined to give him a raise. And this current situation right now, due to COVID-19, WWE let a ton of people go. So I'm sure he's going to use this as an excuse as to why he can't give Rey Mysterio a raise, when right now he's a free agent and he can go and jump right over to the competition. Now, I don't know what Rey Mysterio's stance is on this. I'm waiting for more information to come on out of this story before I even talk about it, which I'll probably go more in depth on this weekend's podcast. But you gotta wonder what Rey Mysterio's status is, what his mentality is, what his mindset is right now in the WWE, working without an actual contract. I'm pretty sure he's doing what he's doing right now for his son and his son only. That's the only reason why Rey Mysterio is still working for the WWE. I have no doubt about it. Rey Mysterio is worried that if he leaves the WWE and does go to AEW, like Cody Rhodes, and I'm sure Tony Khan and everybody else over there wants him to do, I'm pretty sure Rey Mysterio is afraid of what WWE is going to do to his son. I'm afraid Rey Mysterio knows exactly what will happen to Dominic if he leaves Dominic in the WWE. I don't know how many years Dominic has on his contract. I don't know what his status is as far as a WWE employee goes. But Rey Mysterio is a free man. But right now he is operating under fear. And that fear is what WWE is going to do to Dominic if Rey Mysterio wants to take his career and do something else. And that something else is what WWE isn't going to do. Rey Mysterio doesn't want to retire in the WWE. Rey Mysterio wants to be a WWE Hall of Famer. He is a WWE Hall of Famer. Rey Mysterio wants to finish his career out in a respectable and honorable way, the way he wants. WWE has done absolutely nothing with Rey Mysterio. They used him as just a regular old fucking bum on the main roster. Nothing at all until we seen him feud with Brock Lesnar. That was the first time we seen Rey Mysterio do anything of note in the WWE. That is the first time they started using him as a priority on the main roster. And now with this storyline with Seth Rollins, which I'm assuming could be WWE's way of writing him off if they so choose, and if he does not sign a new deal with the company. I don't know. I know if I'm Rey Mysterio, I'm heading to a different company for sure, and I'm going out on my own terms because I know WWE has done absolutely nothing with me, and the only reason why they're doing anything with me and treating me like a priority is because I am a free agent and I have value still, and they don't want me to go over to the enemy side. That's exactly what they're thinking. He can go anywhere. He can go to AEW right now. He is a free man. His contract expired. Man, oh man, WWE's manipulation tactics must be at an all-time high if they got Rey Mysterio to fucking continue to work on Monday Night Raw of all shows without a goddamn contract. I'll keep you guys posted on this story further as we get into the weekend's podcast with episode 334 of Off the Script. And in the final story of today's show, I know everybody loves Kairi Sane. Who doesn't love a little pirate princess in their lives? Kairi Sane, the report over the weekend was that she was finished with the WWE. Thank you, Nia Jax. We can all thank that cosplay wrestler, that diva, Nia Jax, for injuring our little Kairi Sane. You breathe around Nia Jax, you may end up on the fucking 6-month disabled list. Nia Jax is a god-awful wrestler. How does it feel, Nia, to know that your WWE 2K20 adaptation is better than the real-life adaptation? Oh, my goodness. Now, the report was Kairi Sane was going back to Japan, and rightfully so. She could not wait to get away from Nia Jax. Back to Japan to be with her husband, maybe retire over in Japan and go at it in pro wrestling for one more year. Funny thing is, she was advertised for Monday Night Raw during the Asuka and Bayley champion versus champion showdown on Monday night. Champion versus champion matches is the new thing in WWE. They're giving it away like fucking candy over on Monday and Friday nights. But she was hyped to be in Asuka's corner on Monday Night Raw. Now, there appears to be a change of plans with Kairi Sane and her status in the WWE. Even though we got this update as to what she's doing, nobody knows what her status is in the company, and they removed her advertisement from the overall Monday Night Raw graphic with Bayley and Asuka, as you guys see here. Now, clearly, one graphic shows Kairi Sane, and the other graphic doesn't show Kairi Sane, meaning that her status in the WWE might exactly be what was reported over the weekend, with her leaving the WWE, going back to Japan to be with her husband and maybe retire over there after one more full year in pro wrestling. All I know is I don't give a shit. I really don't. WWE did this to her. WWE dropped the ball on Kairi Sane. She had personality. She had charisma in NXT. They had something special in Kairi Sane. She won the first ever Mae Young Classic, and they still fucked her up. The only reason why she was paired with Asuka was because they were both Japanese. And that is basically the story of the situation. They were both Japanese, and when they made Kairi Sane into a heel, they shed that pirate princess personality and that pirate princess gimmick that we all fell in love with, and she just ended up like everybody else in that women's division. An absolute nobody. And now with Nia Jax injuring her, concussion after concussion, and the recklessness that WWE just seemingly let happen, there's no wonder why she's going back to Japan. If you look at the state of the WWE Women's Division, Kairi Sane may be near the top of just things that WWE completely fucked up, and I just don't know how they could possibly fuck someone up as good as Kairi Sane. Oh yeah, I forgot. Look at Shayna Baszler. Look at Bianca Belair. Again, I'm not surprised by anything that comes out of that women's division. Guys, this has been Off the Script. If you enjoyed this short form video, let me know what you think down below. If you want to see more of this during the week, let me know down below. Hit that thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on that bell for all notifications. Follow me on Twitter at JD206. That is on Twitter and Instagram. If you guys missed anything on the channel, links are down below for all that you need. I'll see you guys right back here on the next video. Until then, take care. And this has been Off the Script.